Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Cherron Jones on the line, and she's founder and executive director over at Urban Unity. Cherron, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me on your show. I'm super excited to be here.
So I'm excited to get into what you're doing over at Urban Unity and how your nonprofit is helping out. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in your career?
So, Adam, since I started working in the corporate world, I never really fit into the corporate world. So I figured I needed to start a business, right? I always wanted to be my own boss. So I started a nonprofit which serves children in foster care, which is something I'm very passionate about because I experienced the foster care system growing up.
And so I love that you've been able to make something that was near and dear to your heart into your career and take that passion and translate it into a nonprofit that's focused on helping others. I mean, it's just not an easy thing to do. And so that being said, there's some other, entrepreneurs or some other people listening out there that are maybe a little bit further behind than you. So they have this idea, they want to do it, and Urban Unity's been around over 3 years now. So some of the people listening, maybe they have this idea, they want to do it, and they haven't quite gotten it launched off the ground. So you've managed to, get your business going and to get it launched. What kind of advice would you give to that person that's a little bit further behind than you and that's just getting started with an idea and they want to launch it?
Well, I would definitely tell them to do research and take the steps for moving forward, one step at a time. As we know, starting a business is not easy. Another advice I would give them is to find a good team to mastermind with and make sure that they're moving in the right direction, because many times we feel we know what we want to do and it's like shooting blanks. So make sure they have great advisors around them and a great team.
That's awesome. Let's switch it up a bit. I want to get into what you're doing over at Urban Unity. So you hinted on it that you're helping children in the foster system. Let's go a little bit further. So tell us a little bit more about the nonprofit, please.
So Urban Unity is about creating a safe haven and a safety net for children in foster care. We want to make sure that they have all of the resources and supports that they need as they maneuver through the system, which is from the time they enter the system to the time they age out, which is when they become an adult and transition into adulthood. So we offer employment services, which help them become employable, give them the tools to be a successful employee. We offer career pathway services, which allow them to get into a college. We help them from step to step at following their FAFSA, going to their orientations, and just being that support system for them as they get to and through college. We also have resources as even if they don't want to go to college, if they want to get into a trade school, if they want to connect with someone who can help them just become who they want to be. We also provide mentors and career coaches for the children. It's many things that we offer. From now, I'm about to start a initial foster care campaign for bags, where a child comes into foster care, we give them their initial bag. Many children come into foster care and they don't come in with anything. So it's important for me as the founder to make sure that they have a bag of dignity as they move through their journey, along with a support system.
Can you talk a little bit more about the foster care population and some of their needs? Because I don't want to assume that all of our listeners understand, the population or some of the things they go through.
So the foster care system is set for children that are being abused or neglected in their home, and they take them out and they place them in either temporary or permanent homes. So because the children have already experienced a lot of trauma, they're coming into now a system where they don't even know the families. So the supports right away is just having someone that's consistent in their lives. They need mentorship. They need mental health services. They need spiritual services. They need health coaching. As many things that a child in foster care needs as a support, just experiencing the trauma of being taken from what's normal to them to another area that they know nothing about, and they have to adjust to. Some children travel from home to home, and some children are lucky to get a permanent home right away.
And so, in what you're doing is you're really serving as that bridge. And when you talk about consistent, let's talk a little bit more about that. So, do you work with the children long term, or is it short term? How does a typical if there is a typical relationship look like?
So, the goal for Urban Unity is to get children that are 15 to 16, and walk them through high school and walk them through whatever career pathway that they choose, either college or employment. So we plan to be very long-term in their lives, to be that constant. If you need to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, I'm struggling with my job, as a child, what a parent will be able to do to call and say, and the mom or the dad could give them the advice if they're struggling sexually or whatever it is that they need. Our goal is to be there to the end.
Oh, that's awesome. And so, Cherron, if somebody wants more information on Urban Unity or to connect and learn more about the nonprofit, what's the best way for them to reach out?
So one of my major platforms I use is Facebook. I have an Urban Unity CDC page. You can also connect with me through Cherron Jones on Facebook. You can connect through LinkedIn, Cherron Jones. Also, we have a website, urbanunitycdc.org. You can find more information on. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me in any of those avenues.
That's perfect. Well, Cherron, I really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and all the great work your nonprofit is doing over at Urban Unity. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Cherron, thanks again for coming on the show.